Okay.
I like it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another one of our episodes. We're back from our break. We have a brand new look, which let me turn on the lights. So, a few things first. One, Guy has gone MIA. We have no idea where he is. So, for this session, he is not gonna be all here. I'll play his character as a pseudo intelligent NP or PC, I guess. And first things first, I have a few announcements. The first thing is it took me a while, a really long time, but we now have all of this campaign's episodes, including the audio-only versions, all on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
episodes 1 to 8 are now there. There's a playlist. You can type in !campaign 2 and it'll bring you directly to the playlist. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Second thing is I'm opening up our Discord to the public. So if you want to join, and it's literally, it just came up, and hopefully over time we'll grow a community and meet new people. The link to that is in the down below. Is that how it is on Twitch? I'm so used to doing this on YouTube, but yeah, it's down below, or type in !Discord. What else? New look. We have a bunch of new widgets and interaction and things, and it's gonna be fun. You'll see. So, with that, let's jump into the game, shall we? So, last time on D&D, the Golden Seekers, with the help of Zalim Ustabi, are trying to investigate some strange circumstances in Safafum and learn of a potential artifact. To do that, they had to grab the attention of the local leadership. They finished a few missions, but lost Etan, one of their party members, in a surprise conflict.
It got better.
Which the rest of the party scoured the city, searching for a way to revive him, made a few attempts, but as a result, made a deal. They are to go to Bonaboro Alley, a monster haven, and execute a debtor named Galamir. And that's where we left off. After a tense confrontation between William and Kate, what would you guys like to do?
Getting a drink.
Buying her a drink.
Okay. So you walk back inside. You are on the first floor of the tavern. And you're drinking. Gonna cost you... Let's say for the whole round of drinks, I would say a silver piece.
Okay. Pay the silver.
Gotcha.
Just gonna plop myself down next to Etan and just put my arms around him. I'm glad you're back.
Thanks.
You're not mad at us for getting into spooky shit to bring you back, right?
That's not what I'm mad about.
What are you mad about?
I died. I did my best. And it wasn't enough.
Hey, that's a thing about life. No one makes it out alive.
True. But when things inevitably die, they're not supposed to come back.
Why not?
Because that's not the natural order of things. when predator hunts prey, when a bear kills deer or fish, the deer or fish don't come back to life.
Bears?
I always knew that someday I'd meet my end, and I made my peace with that.
We don't have to go after the dwarf if you don't want us to.
If we don't. Actually, what are the terms?
I'm not sure. It was a long day. I wasn't really paying attention. Honestly, the whole thing's kind of a blur. It's like I wasn't even there, really.
So the terms were simple. Basically, bringing you back means we go and kill the dwarf in exchange. And we have a week to do it. We don't know, however, what happens if we don't complete it, other than that you'll die again. And we don't know what happened to Rex.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
Why Rex specifically?
Well, because he bears the mark that you do as well.
Right.
Yeah. So we don't know what happened to him. But
Did you all decide this unanimously?
For the most part.
no.
No, not really.
Yeah. What Kate said. Me and Vex agreed to do it because we didn't want you to be dead because of reasons. But so we thought we would just take the blood on our own hands, and no one else in the group would.
But the thing is, we're supposed to be part of a group. And at least try to get everybody on board. Which
Yes.
really happened.
I mean, we lost someone, so
Mm.
I thought we'd bring them back because, they're part of our group. It'd be weird if, they died, and we can try everything in our power to bring them back. We didn't try every single round.
Mm.
Am I even still alive?
Yeah, you're still alive.
The clerics couldn't bring me back. But you went to some shady shithead in a shady shit creek, and what did he do to bring me back? Was there a spell? Was there some sort of ritual? What did he do?
All he did was shake Rex's hand, and then the mark appeared on him, and then the mark appeared on you.
So I think it was a ritual. That sounds like a ritual.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not a magic specialist.
I'm not ungrateful for being alive. But the next time, if or when I pass on again, I would ask that you don't bring me back.
Alright.
I feel exhaustion doesn't quite cover it. It's as if my soul is tired. And no, I don't think any amount of rest is going to fix that. I feel heavier.
Alright. But we'll leave this up to you. If you don't want to stay, alright, just tell us, we'll go back and talk this tiefling and ask if we can cancel the contract.
And if canceling that contract means Rex dies because he has another mark, I'm not going to be the reason that somebody else died. Or at least someone that I care about. If we have to kill this dwarf to make sure that both Rex and I, or if Rex can still be alive, and so be it.
I think he's doing okay. He's awfully quiet, but I think he's okay.
Yeah?
Now he's okay, and now I'm okay. What happens if a week goes by and it's not completed?
Well, we can go and talk to the tiefling to get a full understanding what the hell happens to Rex if the contract isn't completed. We can still go do that. The only thing is that me and Rex are probably the only two that can go down into that monster-infested world. You guys can't.
I think we could. We just stand out, which maybe we don't have to necessarily kill him. Maybe we just have to make it look like he died.
We could disguise ourselves.
I don't think that would work, though, because if this guy that we made the contract with deals with souls, and this dwarf made a contract with him, he would know if he's dead or not. That's why he still has the contract going.
Do we have to be the ones to kill him, or does he just have to die by the week's end?
He has to die. There's nothing saying we have to be the ones to kill him. He just has to be dead before the week's out.
So we bring him to this debt collector, what he sounds like, and we leave his fate in his hands.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's not a bad idea.
The contract only says he has to die. We don't have to be the ones to do it.
A lot better than killing him ourselves.
It's a morally just thing, too, because he's the one running out on the contract that he agreed with the dude. We're more or less bounty hunters than hired killers.
Yes, I prefer being a bounty hunter to a mercenary.
True. Then how about we just go do that? Me and Vrex can go down there, find the dwarf, bring him back up. Because if you guys
We
go
should
now,
all
granted,
go down there.
We're a group. We do things as a group.
That's right.
all right, but you're gonna stand out. Because again, this is a world of monsters, and if they're hiding from the people up here, it means they don't like the people up here. And if you guys draw a bunch of commotion, the dwarf might get wise. Why else would a bunch of people come down there unless... Wait a minute. We could actually use the mark as a way of getting dwarf out.
How so?
Well, think about it. If this demon puts marks on people to confirm a contract, then if someone else showed up down there with the same markings, the dwarf would probably think that they're running away from the tiefling as well.
Huh.
And trying to hide.
That's not a bad idea.
We
Who's
could
going
also
to be convincing enough to make that lie last? It's not me.
I'll convince him.
You can, okay?
Sure. Why not? I'll
Can
bet
you make a mark appear on yourself?
I won't make a mark on myself.
Well, no, like make one appear like the one on Etan. Because he won't believe someone who doesn't have the mark. Because why would you be down there?
Maybe I explain that Rex has the mark and he's become mute because he's failed the contract. So I'm his spokesperson, if you will.
Yeah? Oh. You're gonna have to shut up for a while, basically, is what we're saying.
Just while we're in the alley.
Pretend you're
on
not
the
even
underground
here.
area.
No.
All right.
We could do that.
Well, if that's the case, and we're not killing him, then we may not necessarily have to go back to shadiest fuckface.
Yep. Alright then, let's head to the place that the tiefling told us it was a fountain of some variety.
No, wait. No. Not today. I'm completely tapped. And if you haven't noticed, I'm armorless and not exactly in tip-top shape.
Well, one of us could still go and scout out where this fountain is supposed to go look at while everyone else rests. One of us could do that. Well, let's not go by ourselves because, plant monsters still exist. So,
Anyways, just stay away from the alleys.
right.
Okay.
And Libby and I will go and look for the fountains that we're supposed to go look for, the entrances, while you guys rest here.
Alright. Sounds good.
Alright.
I'm going to...
Let's all agree, we're not going to kill this dwarf. We're going to bring his ass back to the tiefling.
Yes.
Like a plan.
And if the dwarf should accidentally die because of some weird circumstances not directly caused by us, not our fault.
We are the escorts bringing back a guy who was a dead.
We're bounty hunters.
Yes.
Alright. Basically doing a dead or alive poster, and we're bringing the body in to confirm.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And they should die in transit, not our fault.
Okay, if you would come with me, I need to buy a new set of armor while they're investigating the fountain.
Right? Sounds good. I can come with.
Alright, well you get rest then. We'll go look for the fountains and confirm.
Rex, you stay here. Don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're invisible. You're not even here.
You and Etan just stay close to each other to ensure nothing happens between you two with the marks and stuff. Good, you're being mute. Awesome. Alright, let's go then. We'll go look
Already
for
in
these
character.
fountains.
Okay. So...
You're welcome, Francis.
Well, if I wasn't gonna... I can't do his voice really well, so I was just gonna literally just tell you what he's trying to tell you. But this works. So, let's start with Libby and Will. I need both of you to make... Are you guys sticking together, or you are splitting...
I thought Kate was coming with us.
Oh, Kate. Sorry. So it's...
Yeah.
I'm going with
Kate.
Etan.
Oh, you're going with Etan? Okay.
Yes.
Then,
Okay, so I was right. It was Libby
Okay.
and Will.
right.
Are you sticking together, or how are you going to... It's a big city, so...
Stick together.
Okay.
We're gonna look for what the tiefling told us to search for, which is like a fountain, right?
Okay, so make a investigation check with advantage, please.
What's your investigation, Libby?
It is investigation +5.
You roll. You roll.
Wizards, man.
Advantage?
Hi.
That's so wizard, bro.
19. Spooky dice never fail. Okay, 19 +5, 24.
24. Okay. Looking around looking for these for the fountain that the tiefling man told you about. You look around and it's none of these fountains can be seen in any of the open areas. Like, you really have to look and wander in the city almost. However, making several turns and actually retracing your steps to where your last encounter was. You look in what appears to be a 10 to 15 foot wide alleyway, and partially sticking halfway through a very small, dried up fountain. It has this sort of bridge shaped where water would flow from the top and then into the second level and then into the third level, and then it goes into a sewage drain. And you managed to find the one that was mentioned to you, but you do remember him telling you that there are many of these fountains across several different alleyways.
I
Okay.
think I found it.
Alright, so how do we open it?
I'm not sure. Maybe we put water into it. It appears to be dried up.
Yeah. Do you got any water on you?
To just to carry over your investigation check, the fountain itself looks dirty, like it hasn't been used at all, at least for a really long time. There's oddly enough no faucet handles on it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
Well, maybe we tried cleaning it up and putting water into it. Maybe it would work somehow.
I guess. Is there nothing? Yeah. I mean, this is just it's like a random dirty fountain. Really inconspicuous.
Is there anything about this fountain that makes it look special at all, or?
Besides the broken, no handles or faucets.
Looking at it, it's just a regular drinking fountain. The top part is supposed to be for to actually drink, but then the bottom part would normally be for washing your hands and whatnot. So besides
Alright,
that,
well,
nothing really special about it.
Could I cast Identify on it?
Sure, you spend 10 minutes. Or sorry, is it 10 minutes or a minute? I think
It's
it's
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
If she's
Ritual.
doing it ritually or instantaneously if she wants to spell
Yeah,
slot.
identify.
Minutes.
Okay. So you spend 10 minutes casting Identify on the fountain, and there doesn't appear to be any magical properties that are affecting it. There's no magic whatsoever.
Well, it's not magical, but I'm tapped out. I don't know what else it could be.
Well, at least we know what one of these fountains looks like. We were told there's a lot of them, so let's go look for some other ones. We just now know what it looks like.
Okay, let's look for a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We continue our search for a different fountain.
Okay. Make either both of you separately or one with advantage.
Can I-
Go.
Good.
Go,
you're
Libby,
gonna
go.
you want to do perception? Okay.
Wait, what?
What did you say?
I said, wait, what?
Are you
Are you
rolling
doing it
for
separately
investigation
or
perception?
one with advantage?
Yeah,
Advantage.
go
Gotcha.
with it for advantage.
So 11 and 11. So 16.
Hey!
Nice. Okay. Looking around, currently in the lower in Darian's ward, which is the district that you are currently in, there appears to be 4 different fountains laid out in different areas. Each of which that you spent the next few hours or so investigating. It's the exact same. All of them are dried up, they're dirty, and all of them are missing these faucet handles.
Is there anywhere around us that has water?
During your there's a well in the middle of the district if you want to get water.
Okay, I'm gonna start getting water out of the well and putting some in each of the fountains.
Okay. It'll take you like 30 minutes to do all that. Well, okay, you do all of that and you placed all water in. It just goes down the sewer drain. Nothing happens.
Damn it. Got any ideas, Will?
Well, considering it's a monster thing, maybe Rex would have to do it, or I could try it.
Okay.
I'll try putting water in the fountain and see what happens.
Okay, you begin pouring water too. The fountain begins to overflow and then drip into the next 2 layers to the point where they're actually flowing pretty well, as if the fountain was already on. Made no difference.
Damn it. Well, I guess we found them. Should we just go back to the tavern and see if anyone else has any ideas?
Might as well. We just gotta figure out how to open it.
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
Hey, Will? I'm a good person, right?
Yes.
I don't know, I didn't really do much during the whole Etan thing. I was just so concerned with getting my friend back. I didn't think about what he actually wanted in that situation. He's the only person that stuck by me for my whole life, and I didn't know how to exist without him, and I didn't really think about how bringing him back to life would affect him.
Well, from what I can tell, you're a good person. Kate's a good person. Etan's a good person. Rex is Rex, for the most part. I haven't been with your group for extensive periods of time, but from what I can tell, you're a good group of people.
Hey, you were here longer than Ganook.
Ganook.
Ganook's you.
Hi.
You're Ganook. That's your name in Orcish, I believe.
Just go with William. For
Okay.
now. Just William. Yeah. But, look. We did what we could. And in all honesty, no one knows if they want to be brought back to life or if they want to stay dead until they die.
I'd like to think there's second chances, though. I think that's why I like necromancy so much.
Yeah, I don't know how Etan's philosophy works with your way of doing magic. Because the dead should stay dead, yet you're a necromancer.
I don't know.
I don't understand that philosophy. Maybe he doesn't see his undead as back alive? I don't know. But I mean, hey, worst case scenario, if he just stays dead again, you don't mind being morbid in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you could bring him back to life.
Powerful enough, yeah. The most I could do would be a dancing gang of skeletons.
Hey, idea. Now again, morbid, but you could just take his head, you could just use that as a talking head.
Nah, he would never forgive me.
Well, I mean, he's your talking head, you can make him say whatever you want him to say.
No,
You could literally have him say, "I forgive you."
I'm not gonna do that.
Hmm.
You know, when I was 6, I had a sleepover at my house, invited every single kid in our village. He was the only one that showed up.
That's incredibly sad. But at least he showed up.
Yeah.
I more or less was just kind of taught how to survive. But hey, on the bright side though, I now know how to fight and wield an axe and take a crap ton of hits.
I appreciate that. And I think you're a good person too.
Thanks. Now, let's go back and try to figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hopefully we can find something.
Okay.
On to the tavern we go.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the tavern, are you two, Kate and Etan, doing anything of importance, or you guys were
I
just...
want to buy a new set of armor because my old one got shredded,
Mhm.
and I currently have nothing to protect me.
Got you. Same kind?
Yeah, at the same time as Libby and William left. Maybe a couple minutes after.
Okay, that's fine. You had scale mail, right?
No. Yeah, I had scale mail.
Yeah, so that's going to be 50 gold.
Okay, I need to...
I believe that was the only thing that was unusable.
That's what you told me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Alright. And then on the way there, I'll just prod Kate a little. How did this happen?
Describe this.
Being alive without a cleric or something, I don't know, divine? Because they're the only deities or people that I know of who would bring people back out of the goodness of their soul. Heart, or I guess soul's accurate.
I'll be right back.
There is a wish spell that just basically lets anything happen. So, could have been that.
That exists?
It's very rare. Only if you become a very experienced spellcaster can you get it. I don't think that was it. Strange.
Maybe Libby can get that powerful at some point. Maybe. I don't know how to feel about this whole coming back to life.
I imagine it would be weird, but I would have been okay with it if the cleric did it. Not so much that guy.
I don't feel like me. And it makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. Hell, I'm supposed to be the one in charge, and I feel the most useless out of all of us. I've almost always lost consciousness in a fight.
Yes, but you do so protecting people like me or Libby, because we're very fragile, in case you haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
When that big monster thing in the sewers came after me, Just took one round of attacks and poof. So, not good times being this fragile. But you also know how to survive and know your way around things. So at least you got those two things going for you. As well as being, a big frontline man.
If anyone's the big frontline man, it's Will. Nothing ever seems to get that motherfucker to go down.
I think he's too angry to go down.
I buy that stock.
He just gets really mad and then refuses to go down. Very strange to see.
You're not wrong. Ugh.
Oh, I also gave you some of my stuff. I was wondering if I could have some of it back.
You did?
Yes, before, when I was thinking of leaving and trying to sneak off, I had given you some stuff. Like the
Sure.
cube, there was this stone that I gave you, and then there's also the bow. I just want
Sure. You're right. Go ahead.
I just want the stone and the bow. Give the cube to Libby. I'm sure she'll love it.
You sure?
Quite sure.
All right. I'll make sure she gets it. Oh. Jeez. Whew. Did
It's
you
been a
mean
long
what you...
What?
What?
Oh, I was saying it's been a long day, but you had something else. Maybe.
Yeah. Did you mean it when you said you wouldn't mind me marrying you?
Well, you're the first person I've really told, who I am and whatnot. And you didn't seem to shy away and be scared. So yes. Because most people, when they see me, and they know who I am, obviously, they don't even want to approach me. Because I'm rich, I've got connections, and the beauty doesn't help either. So most guys I've interacted with get intimidated, to say the least.
People are people.
And I'm also tall. That is also something that scares people away. Unnaturally tall.
Right. Were you born that tall, or was that one of your magic things that happened?
It's a consequence of the wild magic.
Ah, okay.
I grew 9 inches in the span of a second or two. It was really freaky.
That sounds extremely painful.
Not so much painful as awkward.
Yeah, true.
Because the clothes don't fit you when you grow 9 inches.
You're not wrong. Definitely not wrong on that.
But let's get you back to the tavern and you can rest up.
That
And
sounds
if
like
you
a
don't want to
great
lead, anymore, have one of us take over. If you just want to sit back and think of things for a while, we'll always include you in the process, but you don't have to be a full decision maker, if that makes sense.
I'll think about it. Thank you, Kate.
Mm-hmm. Anytime. I give him a pat on the head and a kiss on the cheek, and I will start walking back towards the tavern.
Okay. You eventually make your way to your room.
Oh, DM, question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any negative effects from dying and coming back?
Oddly enough, no. I mean, you're exhausted, but like you had a long nap, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. Then once we get back to the tavern, I'll just.
You're in the tavern.
Okay. Has anyone seen Zalim?
Not recently, no. It's kind of disappeared.
It's currently about mid-afternoon. Last time you saw him, which I know for a fact no one remembers, he was going to use the day to get information and then come back to you when it's dusk.
I think he said he'd be back around dusk.
Ah. Well, that's good. Thank you
Yeah.
for the reminder. I'm not exactly all here right now.
And I guess since Libby's here, the rest of your party comes back, meets up again on the first floor.
So we
Any
found the fountains,
Alright.
but we have no way of opening the door.
We're not sure how to use them.
Wouldn't this person have told you a way to get inside?
Nope. He has no idea how to get into it. He just told us what the fountains look.
I
And
could.
We should go back and ask him, for my own sake at least, come up with an excuse.
He mentioned that to open the way, you have to turn on the fountain or break down the door. That part's up to you. He said that, looking at you, Will, he said that you are very capable of breaking down the door.
Gotcha.
That's why he's like, yeah, you're good. You're you're strong.
Yeah. Okay. So I can either attempt to open the door or I can smash.
Yeah, that's what he told you.
And in terms of fountains to smash, the one that we first found, Libby, would be the best one to do.
Okay.
The first one we found looked like it hasn't been used ever, and is very worn down and covered in dirt, and looks like no one's even gone near it in ages. So
So
I
just,
thought I could always
just-
just break that one down.
I guess that could work, yeah.
Yeah? I'd be alright with that.
All
Tomorrow,
right.
though, I'm fucking wiped today.
I bet.
Yeah. It's been a weird day. How about we all just have a drink and just talk for a little while?
All right.
I don't know how long I'll be awake, but alright.
I'm fine with that.
Hey,
Okay.
Etan.
More drinking then. Fun.
Hey,
Okay.
Etan.
Yeah, Lily?
I'm sorry.
For what?
Bringing you back was selfish. We didn't think about how you would have felt about the whole situation. I just don't know what I'd do without you. And we let bringing you back be our decision, not yours. And if you don't want us to ever use spooky magic on you ever again, and next time you die, I leave you dead, that's fine. But I just want to say I'm sorry for all this.
That means a lot to me. I go ahead and wrap you in a hug.
Ah.
And then I take your hat and put it on my head.
Hey!
Okay, so you're gonna do a long rest here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking to the whole group. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 hours have. Okay, so as you take yourself upon a long rest, Zalim eventually returns to the group. Or early evening. The sun has already settled. And he he knocks on your doors and goes, "You guys back yet? Hello?"
Yep,
Oh,
we're
Etan,
back.
how was your day?
You know, normal. I fought a dirt and trash monster, died, came back, some soul manipulation stuff, I guess.
Right.
I
Fun
feel.
times.
Ooh,
Wait, what?
I wish I was fucking with you. I wish I was.
Oh, you're not? That's a first. Wait. Hold up. You... Oh, so... You did die. And how... They brought you back? Wait, is the rest of the group here?
They're all here. There's a cost for bringing myself back, and we have a debt to settle. We'll have to be leaving today as soon as humanly possible to get it done.
Was it with a man that they called Durant?
Probably. They didn't tell me this person's name,
Oh. Well,
but they described him as some guy that shook Rex's hand and a mark appeared here.
right.
And I have a week to pay it off.
That's Durant. It sounds like your friends made a deal with Durant Braun, the debt collector. He's big fish that you do not want to cross.
Good to know.
And usually, I don't know. I know of him, but he has a way with people, and if you sign a contract with him and you break it, well, there's no going back on that. I hope you know that, but you're alive. It's not like you could just reject it.
Exactly. And I gotta make sure nobody else. Oh. Excuse me. It's been a long time, long day and night. We have to go and pay off said debt, so we'll be gone for a few days.
That's fine. I haven't really been making much progress myself. I heard that our favorite local leader wants to put the city on lockdown.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, doesn't want to come out of his hole. But that's okay. I have a idea of getting him
To crawl out of his
out.
hole.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, and did any of you did you personally request the Gazette to come by?
Oh. That was today, wasn't it?
Yes. Or I was what today?
We. What one was it? We were talking to the lawmaster, and he said he would send people from Sofa's Gazette over.
Yes, I know that, but he didn't see me when I came in, so that's good. But one of the things that I heard was that Safa Gazette is where our favorite local leader gets all of his news. He doesn't come out of his hole, the news comes to him. And you won't believe who you are actually reporting to.
Who would that be?
Apparently, I don't know if it's true, but that's his son. So, you should probably definitely not hold him off on that one.
We won't. We just need to have a brief discussion with everybody. It'll be a few minutes, then we'll be down.
Well, better hurry. He's been there for like a few hours now.
We'll be quick.
Okay. And I'm assuming you go to the rest of the group?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And so, okay, the Sofa's Gazette is here. My memory is not exactly the greatest, short-term wise. Could someone please bring me up to speed on what we're going to talk to them about?
The what's going on in the northern land, specifically the mountains, because that's what we came up here to do, is to deal with the mountains. So we're
Yes, but I remember having a conversation with the lawmaster, and he said he'd send the Sofa's Gazette here so we could talk to them about something. What was that something?
I don't remember.
the mountains. What's going on in the mountains specifically?
What is going on in the mountains again?
Apparently there's some kind of war that's about to happen or break out, maybe. But there's already another adventuring party that's out there.
Believe you know about the mountains.
We
What's
know
going on in the mountains?
There, from what I remember being told before we left Neil, orc tribes and ogre tribes, various combinations of which they're starting to war with each other over
Right.
an artifact. But I don't remember what we said we would talk to the Gazette about. Was it really just about the war in the tribes?
I didn't think we had anything else to talk to him about. Maybe the disappearing people, but we kind of know what's going on there.
Yeah, spooky shit in sewer.
Or maybe meeting with the
We're
magistrate.
meeting with the governor mayor's son. Apparently, he runs the Gazette.
Kate, make an intelligence check for me, please.
Intelligent. Because I can, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos.
Sure.
Yeah. +1 off of my Tides of Chaos. Intelligence 19.
Okay. So, from what you can remember, your initial, when you talked to the lawmaster, he told you that it's very hard to speak with him directly because the Kamava is really busy, stuck in his tower, or in his estate, basically. And what you and the Lawmaster agreed upon was trying to bring the news of your great victory in the sewers and presenting it to the news and boosting your relevance to the citizens of the city. So the interview is about the adventure in the sewers.
Hey.
I know. It's been a few weeks. So
Yeah.
you know.
Completely off. It's okay.
It's been so long.
Oh yeah, for Maddie it's been 3, but hey, it's fine. It's fine. Let's make this session more forgiving.
Bless you. Lord have mercy.
And we also wanted to talk about, our dealings with the sewers.
Yeah,
Right.
they know that there's creepy fish people living below their houses.
Maybe get more well known around here so that way people are willing to help us.
Maybe we'll be able to speak with the man who's in charge if we get, enough notoriety. And then we could use that to figure out more information about the war that's happening.
So let's get going.
Let's do it. Not keep him waiting.
Okay.
Yep.
Here, let me change the music really quick. Where is... Let's take... here you go. What? That doesn't make any sense. Ugh. Terrible.
What is terrible?
I copy and pasted the playlist, and it says, sorry, please try again.
Uh-oh.
No.
Come on, music.
I feel really dumb, but I don't remember the mayor's name. Kamava?
Kamava.
Mm.
What the hell is this? I don't even know what it's talking about. Anyways, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it when it comes to. Okay. Anyways. So. You walk down the stairs, and sitting on the bar stool is what appears to be a young child sitting in front of a glass of milk with light brown feathers and a top hat and monocle, holding what appears to be a quill and a pen, or a quill and a scroll, making quick notes. And you see what is her name? You see Jaya pointing him towards you guys in your direction, and he jumps off and kind of taps his toe, kind of Donald Duck style. Really? And Jaya goes, yes, come on. It appears appears you are the adventurers
Yes.
that Lawmaster Steinvar was telling me about.
That would be correct. The Golden Seekers.
Golden Seekers. And you see he adjusts his monocle, dips. It appears like on his belt there's like a little inkwell that's perfectly upright, so he just takes his quill, sticks it back in his belt and begins writing. And a few minutes later he gives the paper to you. Would you please sign this? It's just formality. Just a document that says that this is legitimate and you are indeed who you said you are.
All right, sounds good. And I sign my name.
I signed too.
Rex begins signing.
I'll just look over it to just make sure that there's no... If you don't read this, you're going to get absolutely destroyed wording.
Okay. Make a straight perception check for me, please.
All right. Cool.
Because I'm assuming that the observant feat does not work with the written word.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
That's what I'm...
I doubt he would, in his dying and coming back to life, he would lose such a basic skill as learning how to read.
21.
21. Okay. Just looking at the document, just skimming through, there doesn't appear to be anything. There doesn't appear to be anything sketchy about it. You even check the paper, make sure it's not one of those where it bleeds through the top paper and then bleeds into a second page.
Yeah.
No phony contracts.
I get what you're saying, and I'll sign it as well.
Okay. And he goes, well, simple enough. Only took me 5 hours. Okay, so... you mind... let's take the corner booth.
Sounds
How
good.
old is this kid?
He appears... He's an Aarakocra.
Ah.
So, for an Aarakocra's age, he's about a child, like young teenager.
So he's 2.
He's not Tweety. He is... if Sylvester from Looney Tunes had a bird form, this would be it.
Gotcha. I like it.
It's not too weird. My dad had me working in the bookshop since I was 6.
So, let's start with the first question. And he pulls out what appears to be a large scroll case, like what they would use for maps, and pulls out a stack of papers that he begins making like shorthand notes on. He goes, so first of all, for a formal introduction, my name is Eric. I am with the Sofa Gazette. And I will be asking you a few questions, a little bit of where you're from. Mr. Steinvar says that you are foreigners, so to really empathize with the public, I would suggest, be willing to introduce yourselves for a little bit, if I may. So, first things first, where are you all from?
Mix of places. I believe me, my human friend here, Etan, and half-elf friend Libby here, were from the region of Amistad.
Amistad. Wow,
That's
that's
right.
far away. Um. Look, and that goes with your with points to Will and Vrex. Vrex goes, I'm from that area, a little bit more west. Oh, so you're from from around Foles, I think. That's how it goes. That's where it is, somewhere around the middle. It was yeah, just west. Ah, okay. And he turns to you, Will. Just waiting for a response.
Well, I'm from roughly around the same area, more or less.
Fancy. A strange group indeed.
We didn't meet there, but met more. I think we met more towards the west. Kind of close-ish to Neil. That's where we all met.
Okay. Well, Neil is. It's definitely a lot closer than Amistad. About a week's worth, if I remember correctly.
That's about right.
And I'm assuming traveling Al-Kharid is a dangerous place. We don't get many visitors outside, and the mountains themselves are very deadly enough.
You
What-
would be correct. Traveling to Neil, then from Neil to here in Sophapon, we had to deal with sand pirates and creatures who would mimic human voices.
Don't forget the giant scorpions.
Giant scorpions too.
Those are freaky.
Ah, yes.
It wasn't.
The giant scorpions. I'm
No,
sorry, you
so
were saying something?
There were like three people talking all at once, and then everyone got quiet.
I know. You were saying something?
I was just saying giant scorpions really weren't ideal.
Yeah, that's something. The area Al-Kharid as a landscape is just too erratic. You could have 4 seasons in one day.
Sounds like Lubbock, Texas.
Ah! Yes. Freaking love it. We love you, but we also hate you.
Well, to forgot Golden Seekers. So tell me, according to Steinvar, you were asked to, or you just willingly went into the sewers?
Not
To-
willingly. We had a job to do. It's not like we were just down there for funsies.
Well, I'm assuming there's some job is. Do you mind telling me what was the whole premise like? What did you find? Why did you go in there? Let's start with that.
We heard that the sewers were poison, or the water was poison. So we were kind of asking around to see, what might be causing it. And someone pointed us in the direction of the sewers.
Hmm.
So we wanted to solve this problem, let people have water. That's kind of basic stuff. And so we went down into the sewers to solve whatever was happening.
That's definitely a problem, especially in Darian's ward. Okay, so you went into the sewers, finding the source of this poison. What did you, when you went down there, what did you find?
There was some sort of amphibious creatures that had spears and nets and a wide assortment of weapons. And whenever we were attacked by them, and whenever we either got hit by them or whenever we struck them, some toxic fumes would emit from them. And
Interesting.
there were likely several dozen that were inside the sewers.
Well, you should be aware that there have been some problems with with what some of the more common folk, these creatures that there's this growing rumor of suspicious attacks in the city from some unknown source, but many believe that there's some band of goblin folk who are trying to usurp the city while our main adventurers and our main forces are away. There's some potential on an attack on the city. That's why everyone is very on edge right now. But if they were going to attack the sewers, kudos to you for putting a stop to them.
We think that the thing with the sewers and the disappearances of people are not exactly linked together. Because once we finished with the sewer business, we decided to look into the disappearing people too. And we found these plant-like monsters. And it was a very weird encounter in the alleyways.
Plant-like monster.
Yes,
They
look
emerged. They emerged from the roots that are spread throughout the city, and it's these monsters made out of tree roots and garbage and dirt and stone.
My dad is a botanist, and I had never seen anything like it. It was scary.
It's best to stay away from the alleys. At least for a little
I've never heard of such a creature, but okay. I will. Well, let's exclude that.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, these creatures underneath, they were just poisoning the water system? Do they seem to be organized by some leader?
I think so. They seem to be organized. They were trying to construct something. I'm not entirely sure. I think they were trying to summon something with some kind of ritual.
Huh.
And
There
I guess
were
there. Bad things happened.
Do you have anything a little bit more solid to go on.
Yes, there were several pillars that were being set up in the underground sewer system. And each of the pillars would have some sort of crystalline power. They use some sort of crystal, like similar to amethyst, to power up some part of this ritual. And they had a very large creature under some sort of control of theirs that was trying to bash in the wall to make a tunnel to somewhere. We encountered them, slew them.
Interesting.
Made sure that all the power sources were taken, and when we left the sewers, all those underwater creatures were slain.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a tough sell. Okay. This is I don't really understand what I'm listening to, but it's gonna be a little bit of a tough sell. Sounds a little
understandably so.
Weird. And he begins like flipping through his list of questions. Is there anything you want to, while I search this, is there anything that you want to say to people who may be reading, or maybe the leadership itself?
Don't drink the water?
Well, the water's fine now, or it should be getting better.
I presume that it would take maybe a few days before that water begins filtering itself out.
Maybe to check on the sewers more often.
Well, like I said before, we're short on this. The city guard is a bit short right now.
And I guess
we're happy to.
As long as we're in town, the Golden Seekers will have the people's back.
We're happy and ready and willing to lend a hand.
Okay. You're not. Are you representatives from the other from one of the other groups?
We only represent ourselves. The Golden Seekers, that is.
Okay. Well, it appears that there is it appears that that's all the questions that I really had in mind. So give this a few days and I'll it's not really much to work with, but I will try to write something together, and it should be off maybe by the end of the week.
All right. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What do you know of what's happening in the mountains?
Same amount as everybody, I guess.
And what was that?
Well, it appears that there is some growing conflict between the orc tribes and the biggest fear right now is for them to cause a mountain range-wide avalanche, which would destroy the city easily. So, right now, the leadership is sending our finest party members to go and attempt to resolve this dispute between the orc tribes. And that's basically all that I am aware of.
Okay. Well, that's all I have to ask. But thank you.
Pleasures. I will see you in the coming days. Or you'll see yourselves in the coming days.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Best of
Toodaloo.
luck.
And then they leave the tavern. Sorry guys, I'm trying to also get Guy in on the call. So yeah. Keep talking.
That went better than expected.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
You think he'd do another report if we were to, say, solve the problem of the disappearing people?
Well, we didn't solve it. We
Not yet.
figured out what's causing it. We didn't solve it.
But when
No.
we do,
Those creatures emerged from the roots, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
What if we followed the roots back to the source?
If we're gonna do that, let's be a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, I'm not saying we do that right now, but after we settle the debt,
We then
once we settle the debt with Durant, we'll be in a far better position.
Alright.
Hopefully, at least.
Remember, you do have a week. Just saying.
Yes.
You see, personally, if I'm gonna make a decision, I would like to get that paid off ASAP.
Likewise.
But let's first take care of one problem at a time. Alright.
Okay, so we got pay off the debts, then check out the routes, and then go to the mountains. That's our to-do list.
Then the tournament.
Then a tournament. Okay, 4 things on the to-do list.
Tournament is not for another 5 months.
5
Well,
months?
That's
5.
still active.
Yeah. What you're in Safafum, and once you retrieve this artifact, Ustabi said that you would be in the running for their
Representatives.
nominees to be in said Paragon games.
Yeah, but that's the order of our to-do list, though. That's the order of our to-do list, because we have nothing after the mountains. So next would be the tournament.
Or further preparations.
Yeah. So technically, that's our next thing. That's number 4.
Mm-hmm.
True. Let's get the debt paid off. It'd be a hell of an interest if we left it alone for a while.
Yeah.
All right. Lead the way to the fountains then.
All right. I guess we'll begin to lead our way, and
What time of day is it? First.
It is current. I mean, I'm counting this interview as part of the long rest.
Okay.
So I'm assuming after this, you guys do a long rest, and then you guys can do what you need to do.
All right.
Okay.
Head to the fountains. when you wake up.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna head for the underground city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, while we do that, oops.
Hour and a half.
Yeah. While we do that, let's go to a break. So, as you guys complete your long rest, we're going to step away for 10 to 15 minutes or so, and then we'll go take a break, use the bathroom, stretch, and do what we need to do because now Guy's part of the party, and we will begin the next leg of our journey there. So, we'll be right back.
BRB.